Welcome back to this Frogplum audiobook series. If you haven't heard part 1 yet, make sure to start there. Just click the tab in the top right corner to begin from the start. And if you find this helpful, subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss the next part. Now let's continue. Chapter 15. The Subconscious Rules of Money, Love, and Confidence. Every area of your life is shaped by one thing, not luck, not talent, not hard work alone. It is shaped by the subconscious rules you absorbed long before you were aware of them. Rules about money, rules about love, rules about confidence, rules about what people like you are allowed to achieve. Most people do not know these rules exist. They believe their limitations are logical. They think their patterns are personality. They assume their results are caused by the outside world. But the truth is simpler and more empowering. You live according to the subconscious rules you learned, not the ones you consciously prefer. Change the rules, and the entire shape of your life changes with them. The Subconscious Rulebook for Money. Every person carries a hidden money identity, usually formed in childhood. You can see it in sentences like, "Money is hard to earn," "People like us never get ahead," "Success comes with danger," "Rich people are greedy," "I always mess up financially." These rules act like invisible ceilings. You might consciously want financial growth, but if your subconscious rule says, "Success attracts risk or judgment," then moving forward will feel unsafe. This is why some people earn more, but quickly lose it, why others sabotage opportunities, why sudden success makes some people uncomfortable. Their subconscious is not resisting money. It is resisting breaking its own rules. The shift begins with one question. What did I learn about money that no longer fits the person I want to become? Even noticing an outdated rule weakens its power. The Subconscious Rulebook for Love. Love is one of the most strongly encoded areas of the subconscious, not because of movies or romance, but because attachment and safety are among the deepest human instincts. Here are some common subconscious rules around love and connection. Love requires sacrifice. If I open up, I get hurt. People leave. I must earn affection. I'm too much. I'm not enough. These rules can remain active even if your conscious mind completely disagrees with them. This is why good people push away good partners. Why someone fears intimacy even when they crave it. Why some repeat the same relationship pattern again and again. The subconscious is not trying to ruin anything. It is trying to protect you from a past that no longer exists. When you understand the rule, you can rewrite it. The Subconscious Rulebook for Confidence. Confidence is not a personality trait. It is a subconscious permission slip. Some people grew up with rules like, speak up, try new things, failing is part of growth. Others grew up with, don't draw attention to yourself, stay quiet, avoid risk, mistakes bring shame. These early rules silently shape how you behave as an adult. Confidence is simply the natural expression of someone whose subconscious allows them to act freely. If your subconscious rule is, attention is dangerous, confidence will always feel unnatural. The goal is not to force confidence. The goal is to rewrite the rule so confidence becomes safe. Rewriting life rules. The 3-switch method. Here is a simple method for beginning to shift subconscious rules in any area. Switch 1. Awareness. You cannot change a rule you cannot see. Name one subconscious belief about money, love, or confidence that you suspect is limiting you. Switch 2. Neutral replacement. Replace the old rule with a simple, believable alternative. Not a fantasy, a gentle upgrade. Examples. Old rule, success is dangerous. New rule, success is safe for me. Old rule, I'm bad with money. New rule, I can learn to manage money step by step. Old rule, love leads to pain. New rule, healthy love feels safe. Switch 3. Evidence creation. Take one small action that gives your subconscious proof of the new rule. Just one action. The brain rewrites itself through experience, not pressure. Over time, these small proofs accumulate. The rule rewrites itself. Your identity follows. Your actions become natural. This is how quiet inner change turns into visible outer change. Tonight, tomorrow. Micro practice. 1. Choose one category. money, love, or confidence. Pick the area where you feel the most resistance. 2. Write down one subconscious rule, a belief you absorbed, not one you logically agree with. 3. Create a gentle new rule. Make it simple and realistic. 4. Take one small action, a single step that matches the new rule. 5. Repeat the rule once before sleep. Say it softly. Let it settle. Chapter 16. The Inner Dialogue. Rewrite. How to talk so your subconscious listens. If your subconscious is the engine of your life, then your inner dialogue is the instruction manual. Every sentence you repeat becomes a command. Every word shapes identity. Every internal conversation teaches your subconscious what to expect from you and what you expect from yourself. Most people talk to themselves in ways they would never speak to a friend. They speak in criticism, not guidance. In fear, not clarity. In limitation, not possibility. And then they wonder why change feels impossible. The reason is simple. Your subconscious listens to the tone of your self-talk far more than the logic of your goals. If your inner voice sounds like a drill sergeant or a disappointed parent, progress will always feel heavy, forced, and short-lived. But when your inner voice becomes a coach instead of a critic, your subconscious becomes an ally instead of an obstacle. Your subconscious responds to emotion, not pressure. The subconscious does not process long arguments or complicated explanations. It does not respond well to shouting, forcing, or demanding. It learns through what feels familiar, believable, and emotionally safe. This is why saying, "I am successful," when you are struggling feels empty. The subconscious rejects statements that clash too sharply with current emotional reality. Instead, it responds to gentle, believable upgrades like, "I am improving. I'm getting better at this. I handle challenges more calmly each week." These small shifts bypass resistance and create new mental pathways. Progress begins when your inner voice stops attacking you and starts guiding you. 3 types of inner dialogue that sabotage you. Understanding these patterns helps you catch them early. 1. The voice of prediction. This voice says, "I know how this will end. It never works for me. I always mess it up." The subconscious sees these predictions as instructions. It begins to recreate what you expect. 2. The voice of comparison. This voice says, "They succeed faster. I'm behind. I'm not as talented." Comparison teaches your subconscious one lesson. You are not capable, and your behavior begins to match that belief. 3. The voice of perfection. This one is tricky because it seems positive. It says, "Do it perfectly. Everything must be flawless. No mistakes allowed." But perfection is often self-sabotage in disguise. It stops you from starting. It exhausts your subconscious. It keeps you from learning through action. How to rewrite your inner dialogue. Here is a practical, simple framework for talking so your subconscious actually listens. 1. Speak in direction, not destination. Avoid extreme statements. Use gradual language that reflects movement. Instead of, "I am confident," say, "I am learning to act with confidence." Instead of, "I am rich," say, "I am improving my relationship with money." Direction is believable. Believable is powerful. 2. Use present progress, not future fantasies. The subconscious works best when it feels immediate momentum. Examples: "I showed up today. I can handle this step. I make steady progress." These statements give your subconscious proof instead of pressure. 3. Pair emotion with instruction. Your subconscious responds to feeling. When you say something like, "I can handle this," allow yourself a small breath or a brief moment of calm. The emotional tone reinforces the message. 4. Avoid speaking in negatives. The subconscious struggles with negation. "I will not fail" still conjures the idea of failure. Use affirming alternatives. "I move forward with stability. I choose actions that support my goal." Your subconscious learns through repetition, not volume. You do not need to drown your mind in affirmations. You do not need to shout your intentions. You do not need to repeat a sentence 1,000 times. What matters is consistency and emotional clarity. A simple phrase repeated once a day with sincerity has more impact than a forced affirmation repeated loudly 20 times. Think of your subconscious like a child learning a routine. It responds to gentle consistency, not pressure, not shouting, not judgment. Tonight, tomorrow. Micro-practice. 1. Notice one repeating negative phrase in your self-talk. Maybe it is, I can't, I'm behind, or this never works. 2. Replace it with a directional upgrade, something calm, believable, and gentle. 3. Say it once before sleep. Keep the tone soft. 4. Repeat the new phrase tomorrow morning. 5. Catch yourself once during the day and switch to the upgraded version. One gentle correction per day is enough to begin reprogramming the inner voice your subconscious follows. Chapter 17. Procrastination and Avoidance. The subconscious fears signals you didn't know you were responding to. Procrastination is one of the most misunderstood behaviors in the human mind. Most people think it means laziness, lack of discipline, or poor time management. But procrastination is almost never about the task. It is about the emotional meaning behind the task. Your subconscious does not avoid work. It avoids fear. It avoids discomfort. It avoids anything that threatens your identity or sense of safety. This is why you procrastinate things that matter to your future and easily do things that mean nothing. It is not about effort. It is about emotional weight. Once you understand this, you stop fighting procrastination as a flaw and start treating it as a message. Procrastination is a protection mechanism. Your subconscious has 2 missions. 1. Keep you safe. 2. Keep you consistent with who you believe you are. When a task challenges either of those, your subconscious uses avoidance as a protective shield. Here are a few subconscious messages hiding behind procrastination. If I try, I might fail. If I succeed, everything will change. This is unfamiliar and therefore unsafe. I don't know enough yet. People might judge me. This task doesn't match the person I think I am. You might not hear these sentences consciously, but your behavior reveals them. Avoidance is a signal, not a weakness. The 3 subconscious triggers behind most procrastination. Understanding the root helps you neutralize it. 1. Fear of evaluation. Anything that exposes your performance triggers resistance. Sending an email, sharing your work, starting a business, trying something new. Your subconscious protects you from potential judgment by delaying the action. 2. Fear of change. Every improvement requires becoming someone new, and becoming someone new requires letting go of an old identity. Even positive change can feel threatening. Your subconscious prefers familiar outcomes over unfamiliar growth. 3. Emotional overwhelm. If a task feels too big, too unclear, or too risky, the subconscious shuts down. It is not the task itself that overwhelms you. It is the emotional meaning attached to it. This is why you can be productive in one area of life and stuck in another. Different tasks activate different emotional histories. Your conscious mind says, later. Your subconscious says, I'm not ready. Procrastination is not poor scheduling. It is emotional signaling. When you feel resistance, you are not avoiding the task. You are avoiding the identity shift required by the task. Example: if you grew up believing you are not creative, starting a creative project challenges your identity. You delay not because you lack motivation, but because the task threatens the story your subconscious has been protecting for years. When you understand this, you stop forcing yourself violently and start working with your subconscious instead of against it. How to dissolve procrastination without force. Here are 3 methods that work because they target the emotional roots, not the behavior. 1. The 2-minute exposure. Your subconscious fears the full task. It does not fear 2 minutes of it. Start the task for 2 minutes only. This bypasses the emotional overwhelm and teaches your subconscious that the action is safe. 2. The identity whisper. Before beginning, say quietly, "This is safe for the person I am becoming." This softens the inner resistance by aligning the task with your new identity rather than your old one. 3. Break emotional meaning, not tasks. Most advice says, break tasks into smaller steps. That helps, but it misses the core issue. Instead, break the meaning. Change, "I must do this perfectly," to "I just need to show up." Change, "This defines me," to "This teaches me." Change, "People will judge me," to "I'm practicing something for myself." You shift the emotional weight, and procrastination dissolves naturally. Why this works? The subconscious is not logical, it is emotional. When you reduce emotional tension, resistance drops. When resistance drops, action becomes natural. You will not need to force yourself. You simply begin. And once you begin, the engine that was asleep inside you wakes up again. Tonight, tomorrow. Micro-practice. 1. Choose one task you've been delaying. Something small but important. 2. Ask yourself, what fear or emotional meaning might be hiding behind my avoidance? 3. Rewrite the meaning in one sentence. Make it gentle and believable. 4. Do 2 minutes of the task. Stop there. You are teaching your subconscious safety, not discipline. 5. Repeat for 3 days. Watch how resistance shrinks with familiarity. Chapter 18. The Subconscious Blueprint for Success. Why some people rise and others stay stuck. People often look at success and think it is caused by intelligence, talent, connections, or luck. Those things matter, but they are never the main reason someone rises. The deeper truth is this: most success is built on an internal blueprint, a subconscious template that tells a person what they believe is possible, what they believe they deserve, and what actions feel natural for them to take. 2 people can receive the same opportunity. One grows from it, one walks past it, not because one is smarter, but because their subconscious blueprint points in different directions. You rise to the level of your subconscious expectations, and you fall to the level of your subconscious limits. This is why the same person can succeed wildly in one area of life, yet stay stuck for years in another. Their blueprint supports one direction and blocks another. Understanding your blueprint is the key to upgrading it. What is a subconscious blueprint? A subconscious blueprint is a set of internal instructions quietly shaping how much success you think is normal, what risks feel acceptable, what failures feel survivable, how long you persist, how quickly you bounce back, what lifestyle feels fitting for you, what goals feel too big or too unrealistic. You do not choose these instructions consciously. You inherit them, absorb them, or build them through experience. By the time you reach adulthood, your blueprint is already active, and unless you examine it, it runs your life in the background. Why some people rise easily. We have all seen people who seem to progress effortlessly. They try new things without overthinking. They recover from setbacks quickly. They believe opportunities are meant for them, not for other people. These individuals are not superhuman. Their subconscious blueprint simply includes rules like, I'm capable. Opportunities show up for me. If something goes wrong, I can adapt. Success is normal for people like me. When your subconscious believes success is your natural environment, you act differently. You say yes more often. You take the first step faster. You stay calm under pressure. You recover instead of quitting. You notice opportunities others overlook. People call this luck, but it is alignment. Why others stay stuck. On the other hand, many people unconsciously live with blueprints like, don't aim too high, good things don't last, people will judge me if I fail, life is supposed to be hard, success is dangerous, I always mess it up eventually. Notice these beliefs are not dramatic, they are subtle, and that makes them even more powerful. Someone with a limiting blueprint may work hard, but they sabotage themselves before finishing. They cut opportunities short because they don't feel ready. They delay progress because success feels unfamiliar. When a door opens, they hesitate long enough for it to close again. It is not lack of ambition. It is the subconscious trying to maintain stability. Your subconscious doesn't ask, what do you want? It asks, what feels like home? If success feels unfamiliar, it resists. How blueprints are formed. 3 core sources shape most subconscious blueprints. 1. Family narratives. Statements like, money doesn't come easily. Be careful, don't take risks. We're not that kind of people. Life is meant for survival, not success. Children absorb these narratives without question. 2. Repeated experiences. Failures, wins, praise, criticism, and patterns repeated often enough become internal rules. 3. Social shaping. Your environment teaches you what is normal. Normal income, normal dreams, normal effort, normal confidence. If your environment rewarded caution, your blueprint will resist bold moves. If it rewarded self-belief, your blueprint will support growth. The good news? A blueprint can be rewritten. Upgrading your subconscious blueprint. You do not need to destroy your old blueprint. You only need to update its instructions. Here is a 3-step method. 1. Identify your ceiling. What do you consistently stop yourself from pursuing? Where in life do you feel, this is for other people, not for me? Your ceiling reveals the outdated rule. 2. Create a new baseline, not a new dream. Dreams inspire your conscious mind, but they do not influence your subconscious. Baselines do. Instead of saying, I will become a millionaire, start with, I am capable of improving my financial life this year. Instead of, I will be unstoppable, start with, I handle challenges with more stability. Baselines give your subconscious something it can accept now. 3. Collect small wins. Each small win teaches your subconscious, this new rule is safe. This new identity fits me. This direction is stable. This is how you slowly expand your programming. Tonight, tomorrow, micro-practice. 1. Identify one limiting rule you suspect is part of your blueprint. Example, opportunities are rare for me. 2. Write a gentle upgrade. Opportunities appear when I prepare and take small steps. 3. Take one small action, something simple that supports the new rule. 4. Say once before sleep, I allow my blueprint to expand. 5. Notice one example tomorrow. Look for anything that could confirm the new rule, even something small. This teaches your subconscious to accept the new design. Thank you for listening. If this part helped you, make sure to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and share this audiobook with someone who might need it. We release new parts every week, along with fresh audiobooks designed to help you grow, succeed, and reach the highest version of yourself. Self-improvement becomes much easier once you understand how it works, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. See you in the next part.